Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. So I'm going to be trying to do fewer of these solo reactions on this channel because I'd really rather have my brother here in general. However, we don't have a lot of videos right now, and I thought it would be nice to take a look at this brand new Warning and Genius collaboration video that just dropped having to do with Kerosene's lyrics and what they mean. This literally went up at about 11 o'clock Eastern time, so it's a very recent video. And since it's hosted on the Warning channel, I think it's fair game, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look. It's only about 5 minutes long. I'm going to make the screen bigger when I'm looking at these videos. As some of you know, I had an official video blocked the other day manually, which means there was something about the video that UMG didn't like. I have a theory about it now, and I think it has to do with the size of the screen. When it's just me looking at a video, I think that the screen needs to be larger. So I'm going to give myself more real estate on the next screen, but still at a reasonable size. Maybe we'll be about the same size. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Originally, we had Spit Gasoline.
We were like, it's too normal.
It was like, it's too on the nose. Yeah. We needed to be quirky with it. What's near gasoline? What would have the same effect as gasoline?
Kerosene.
Kerosene.
It sounds cooler.
It does.
Okay, yeah, it does.
Kerosene, we wrote it with the mentality of making a fun rock song. We wanted to make like a bratty, sassy song. Let's make
I think they did that. Hold on, I'm just going to see if there's... Yes, there are. Well, I think we can understand what they're saying. Yeah, I think they succeeded at that. I think it's very bratty, but also very clever for a number of reasons, including the lyrics.
song that you could do your makeup to, that you can just like feel pumped up to go out and experience a day.
I know you try so hard. I know you wish you were me. You're so kind of whatever. You wear it on your sleeve.
I think we were literally setting up like the beginning of a movie in our heads.
I think
Like,
we
put
had Mean Girls
rage,
in our heads.
our rage
Mean
notebook, just kind of like saying all these things.
I think I know what you hide. You want to sell what's free. It kills you to be kind, but it's never killed me.
Kindness is the easiest thing to do, but for some reason, some people find it really hard to do, like the basic,
The bare minimum.
the bare minimum. You could just say hi to me, but you don't, and if you do, it's because other people are watching. It's like that kind of thing that you wouldn't
hey.
normally have to think about being kind or nice to somebody. But this person that we're talking about in the song, it's just this super difficult thing for them because they just don't have a kind bone in their body.
We've known a lot of people like that, haven't we, in our lifetimes? I do try to be kind as much as I possibly can be. I don't think I always succeed, but at least I always give it my best shot because I think that in general it just makes life easier on everybody. So far, I'm loving this.
I'll say it once, I won't say it again. Look in my eyes when you're talking to me. It came out of your mouth. Don't try to pretend. Look in my eyes when you're talking to me.
I think we wanted to be very standoffish.
Yeah,
Just,
very
like,
confrontational. It's
sure.
like if we had that person in front of us, we would be like, just say it. Say it to my face. It's like that. Ooh.
Because I feel like some people have, you know, the power to do it when it's anonymous or whatever, especially nowadays with social media. It's like,
Yeah.
if you want to say something, I dare you to say like right in front of me and look in my eyes when you do. Just like...
You know, she's not wrong. Social media, I think, has led to this overall, I don't know, just kind of saying, no, I'm not going to be empathetic. What do I need to be empathetic for? You know, you're just going to stab me in the back. I think there's a lot of paranoia in society right now. A lot of people find it very, very difficult to be kind for whatever reason, including peer pressure. It feels like the whole culture now, at least in the United States, I feel like this is true, and it must be also true, well, possibly everywhere, I don't know. But it just feels like everybody's on edge. They're not willing to give an inch. They are ready to show that they are strong. They are not weak, and you can not fool them with information. You cannot take them down in any way, shape, or form because they'll be right there. And a lot of times it's preemptive. And being preemptive means, well, you're not even giving the other side a chance. And sometimes there's this thing called grace that's just good to give people for a little bit, but there does come a point, and this is something the Warning are good at. They're very good at grace, but there does come a point where you're like, all right, listen, work this out. I don't have to put up with this. But usually they get to that point themselves long after the average right now in our culture. That's my thought, anyway.
Go for it.
Drive down for me. I see right through you. Spare kerosene. You know you want to say what you mean. Oh, show me your teeth when you're talking to me.
Can I just mention it is such a treat to hear them just singing without the music behind them. And doing a live take here, that's always nice.
Like, in a certain way, you're trying to call them out that I see the real you. I know you want to say those things. Like, say what you mean and spit kerosene.
If you're going to say something and you know it will be mean, like, just like say it with your chest, spit kerosene, and it will light on fire. But just know that your words do have that effect and stand by them.
I know you fall asleep with me on your screen. You got soap in your mouth, but you'll never come clean.
Verse 2 is the evolution of this story where we already confronted this person. You're like, I know you're obsessed with me. I know you're checking my stats on Instagram. You're checking my likes, my comments, and you want to beat me so bad. But you will never say it to anybody. Like, it's right there. It's so...
Okay, so I don't mean to interrupt Pal, but this could be something that everybody has to deal with in their lives, not just a band that has a lot of attention on them, because I'm sure they get this all the time, but I think everybody gets this. Anybody on social media in general has to deal with this type of a situation.
so obvious, and I see it. I see you.
You rip my hair, my style, my jeans. I swear, you copy everything. You try to write the songs I sing. It makes me sick.
So the bridge, our favorite part, we're like, we want something really fun, something really
Like
light
chanty.
and chanty. So we're like, what will we want people to sing back? Like when we wrote the first draft of that bridge, every single man in our team, they were like, do you want to say jeans? You copy my jeans? Like what
it's
is
too girly? And we're like,
You're like, that's
too
the point.
fun. But all the girlies were like, that's the
No,
line.
that's the
That
part.
eats. It makes it fun, and it sends the message across that it's not that deep.
when you're talking to me, when you're talking to me,
Danny.
when you're talking to me, when you're talking to me.
The outro is just where I scream at you and just like kind of want to scare you off. But honestly, I love this part because it's a little bit more of the intensity that we usually have in our music. So this last outro, I feel like we just let loose for sure. I'm almost out of breath by that point live, but it just makes it a lot more intense because I get like all red and it's just like screaming at everyone. I try to make eye contact with someone as well and just be like, yes, you.
Superhuman by NCT has
It's so good.
the best bridge I have ever heard. I think you can see our love for K-pop
In this song
everything in this song.
Yeah.
The way that it's fun, it doesn't take itself too seriously sometimes, and also like the video, the styling, the branding of everything. We were just like, if we were pop stars who played rock, like what would we do? And it was just
Yeah.
very fun to explore that area because we're such huge fans of the genre.
Okay. So here are my thoughts. First of all, I wonder if this is part of a much longer video. Kind of seems that way. It seems like they're probably there to talk about a lot of things. At least that would seem to make the most sense, right? You don't just go in for a 5-minute clip. So maybe there's more to come out. But I'm glad to see this clip and to hear Danny singing it live without the band and to hear all three of them actually harmonizing on it and also explaining the words. And there were no big surprises there. That's pretty much what I thought the words were about, but it's nice to hear them actually say it there. So clearly expressing some frustrations. Certainly it is bratty. I can see where the mean girls thing might come in there, but also just the pushback, from people giving them too much advice, I guess. Like, you should do things this way. You should do things that way. That's not the right way. You shouldn't be wearing that thing, Those sorts of thoughts going through their heads. So I thought this was a genius piece. I mean, no pun intended. Of course, genius being the co-collaborator on this. But I just love hearing stuff like that about what went into the process and why we got the lyric sheet we did and how the song came out, too. I think Kerosene was a much better choice than gasoline for the name of the inflammatory liquid in the song. I think that worked very well. And, hearing them talk about this, the video makes perfect sense as well. So, yeah, I loved it. I think that I can't wait for the rest of this album to come out, see what else is on there, and maybe we'll get some more clips like this talking about their lyrics. I think this is a grand idea. It'd be great to get something like this for the entire record, every single song. But for now, I'm just really happy to see this. And I'm curious about your own thoughts. If this lyric sheet sounded different to you, meant something different, if you learned anything in particular here that came as a revelation, why don't you tell me about that? I do want to mention, too, we are going to keep doing the warning. I know that we had the issue with the manual block. I do think that it had to do with something in particular that just triggered them. And we're not looking to do that. In general, I want to have Adrian in more videos anyway on this channel because, of course, he's in the name, and it's very important to me to have him here. There are times he won't be here. I'm going to try to minimize that a little bit and see if we can't have a greater percentage of him in the videos. But whenever it's just me, I think I'm going to use the same format you just saw there. And I think that should solve the problem. Because, again, we've never had a problem before like that. So I think for the most part, we're okay. But it's good to learn as we go along. So for any of you worried that maybe we're going to stop doing the warning, no, we're not going to stop doing the warning. The week has been a little bit chaotic, but beyond that, we intend to do about as much as we've been doing, roughly 4 videos a week on this channel and some more over on the other channel. I am stopping with the complete interview reactions because I'm getting feedback that they're not always appreciated and it's not always been communicated. So I think I've just been under the wrong impression that it's okay to do that, but it seems to me that maybe it's not. So with that in mind, I'm going to stop the practice and we're going to be doing roundups instead for the warning. We'll talk about any interviews that drop. I'll mention this in particular. I'll mention the full interview that came out from Alt 98.7 the other day. That's out. Things like that. Okay? So have no fear. The warning's going to remain here regardless. And we can't wait to see what happens with the new album. All right? In fact, I got an email today suggesting there's going to be some kind of a drop in 4 days. I don't know what it is, but look for that. Sounds like about June 9th. So keep that in mind. All right? And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right? Thanks so much for joining me today. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.